Right, there we go. So I'm going to stand a bit further back. Hopefully you can still hear me okay. Yeah, yeah, brilliant. So I'm going to kick my, you can practice Qigong in your bare feet or your stocking feet, or if you need to with trainers, if you got, you know, it doesn't matter. A lot of people say it should be in your bare feet, but it doesn't matter. If you're out in the countryside and you got your hiking boots on and you find a nice spot, it's a great place to do Qigong outside. So we'll start off, we'll do a bit of a warm-up exercise first. Then we'll do one that helps with the breathing technique. And then we'll go into them 9 forms that I mentioned. So first of all, we're going to start off in what we call emptiness stance or standing post. And this is working upwards. So you've got your feet about shoulder width apart. You've got your knees slightly bent, going further up the body. We're going to try and, whenever we remember the breathing technique, to breathe in, out in through the mouth and out through, in through the nostrils and then out through the mouth. And at the same time, we're going to notice this area down here, underneath your belly button, your navel, is in Qigong, we call it one of the energy points, energy centers, a dantian. So we have a dantian here at the heart and the head. And so we're just going to try and breathe as much as we can from this area. So when we're breathing in, our chest expands and our stomach moves away from the spine. And then when you breathe out, it all kind of contracts. So your chest goes towards your spine, and also this area here goes inwards. Don't worry if you forget. It's just the more you practice, the more it becomes easier. But you can still get the benefits as you go on the way. So going back, knees slightly bent, arms, we're just going to move away from the body, our torsos. Relax the shoulders. Take a couple of nice easy breaths. And the last thing is we quite often say, create an inner smile. Let's just relax. There's no competition here, not trying to achieve anything. Just let go of all that and just relax into the forms. If we're relaxed and we're smiling, we're more likely to enjoy the experience. So with this form, we're going to breathe in and out at no particular part of the form. We're just going to do some nice little arm swings just to get our bodies warmed up a bit. So we twist the torso. And then we're just going to allow arms just to swing. And then we're just going to direct that swing. So when we're tapping that lower dantian, and now we're behind our back, we're slapping the lower spine. So it's we're just going to relax. Keeping our attention on the movement and the breathing. We can close our eyes if we want to. So really just get lost in that gentle movement. We'll do a couple more. And then the next time we tap the phone, just going to hands, arms, just move away from the body again. Take a couple nice breaths. Now we'll go on to the next. So this is going to help. It's good practice for the breathing technique. So just going to bring our arms round, breathing in, breathing out as we come in front of the body. And then we're going to cross our wrists. So almost like a butterfly, if you see. These represent our lungs, actually. So we're just going to gently place them on our chest. And then we're going to match when we breathe in. The hands move away from the chest. And then we breathe out. And they come back to the chest again. So side on, breathing in. And then out. Breathe in. So just matching the way we're breathing with the movement. So breathing in. And start to breathe out. So again, we'll do a couple more. And again. Do two more. Breathing in. And then last one. And just let the hands fall down the body. And we'll do what's called a gathering of chi. So we're just going to breathe in right above our heads. And then breathe out. And our hands just fall down the front of our bodies. Then back into the emptiness stance. Take a couple of nice easy breaths. Right, so this is the 10th form of the Shibashi suite of Qigong forms. This is called cloud hands. Just going to imagine we're holding a cloud gently between our hands. We can do this in emptiness stance, or we can also, if you prefer, go into a wider stance called horse stance. You can do it in both ways. Whatever's easiest for you. So we'll just go back into emptiness stance. So what we do is decide which hand is going to go on top before you breathe in. So we breathe in, just do a small gathering just in front of the head with this one. Breathe out. And I'm going to have my right hand facing downwards, left hand palms facing upwards. So we're just going to imagine we've got a beautiful cloud, delicate in our hands, which we're going to try and move across the body. So whichever hand is on top is the direction you're going to go in. So with me, I've got my right hand on top. And all I'm going to do is just gently move my hands to the side, turn the waist. And as I get to the side, we're going to gently swap our hands without dropping the cloud. And we're going to move back across the body to the other side. And then again, we're just going to turn our hands over. And we'll do the same. Our breathing with this one is just breathing nice and deep, using the technique I mentioned, but not at any particular point. Just let your breathing come naturally with this one. See if we can allow ourselves to become light and gentle like a cloud. The nice white clouds, not the grey ones full of rain. And again, if our attention wanders, bring our attention back to the movement, the breathing. Perhaps you can feel a cloud between your fingers. We'll do a couple more passes. And this time, next time you come back towards the center, bring your lower hand upwards, level with your upper hand, and just gently push downwards. And we'll do another gathering of chi, nice big deep breath. Right, you can reset the legs. Have a sip of water if you need to. So this next one's called Touch the Sea, Look at the Sky. Quite a poetic name. So I'll give you a rough demonstration first. So what we do is we just take a little step forward. So your foot is about 45 degrees with your other foot. And then if you need to, you can bend your legs. So what we start off with, we go down, touch the sea, and then we cross our wrists on the way up, and then we go right back and look at the sky. Swing round with our arms, bend the knees, touch the sea, and lean back as much as you're comfortable with. So let's breathe in at the bottom, and then breathe out. Breathe in. This is about balancing your yin and yang energies. The sky and the sea are the opposites. So what we're going to do, we're going to go to the other side in a minute. So this time, as when we come up, we just gently come to the middle again. And then we're going to take a foot to the other side. And then we're just going to repeat. So again. Quite an energetic one, this one. But just again, do as much as you can. Don't be worried if you stretch as much as comfortable as for you. Don't try and force anything. Don't try and push anything. Nice and gentle with the body. Just respecting what your bodies can do. So we'll do one more. As your hands come down, come back to center. And again, we're back in emptiness stance. Have a drink if we need to. So this next one, similar kind of action, but not quite the same. This is called pigeon spread its wings. And this is about, you may have noticed pigeons when they're quite confident little bird or big birds. And this helps to kind of increase your self-esteem without getting arrogant, if you know what I mean. So again, we're going to take a step like we did last time. And then this time we're not going to bend over, we're just going to rock back and forth. So we pull the energy into us, and that's the pigeon showing it's spreading its wings. So we're kind of grasping the chi in front of us, pulling it to our chest, and then moving to the side. Breathing in and then out. Breathing in. We're trying to keep the spine reasonably straight. And just rocking back and forward. We'll do two more. And again, this is another one where we're going to go back and go to the other side. So this is trying to come in, straighten this leg out. Take a step to the other side. And then we go back. Breathe in and out. You can slow it down if you want to as well. So perhaps on an evening when you're trying to calm the energies down, you do this a bit slower. And in the morning, if you want to kind of shake the chi up a bit, you can do it a little bit quicker. So we'll do a couple more. And this time, when we bring our hands back to our chest, bring it back to our chest, push downwards. And again, another deep breath. And then back into emptiness stance. And again, reset. Have a drink. And we just slip back into emptiness stance. So this next one, probably one of my favorite forms. This is called pushing waves, or sometimes called pushing oneness. And again, it's another one we're going to take a little step forward, just creating that little angle. And this one, as we come forward, we just draw the wave in, and we're going to push the wave away from us. Breathe in at this point, and then breathe out. Breathe in. Just see if you can really imagine just gently pushing the waves and then dragging the wave back into the shore. This is a great one for doing if you ever get a chance, if you're on a beach. Obviously, you can't push water. You can't push the waves. But there's something about this form that is very relaxing. Or perhaps you can imagine, as well as pushing the water, your torso is also the wave. Breathe it in. So last one to this side, and again we're going to go to the left or your other side. Bring the hands back in. Take that little step. And just go on to the other side now. And then just get lost in the movement. Not trying to achieve anything. Not trying to get anywhere. We're just moving the body. And see if you can notice just how it makes you feel. Last couple of these. Let's go back into the center. Take the foot back. Push the hands gently down. And again, we'll do another. We'll breathe out at the top. And then back into emptiness stance. Again, just let that sense of just being here. As you focus on this movement and the breathing and the visualization of pushing waves, perhaps you've noticed that it really makes you feel present, really fully here. and the mind is not wandering off. So we'll do the next form. This is called wild geese flying, or wild goose flying. So we're going to evoke the spirit of fidelity that the wild geese in China have. On the whole, Egypt, they actually made for life. So we're just going to evoke that spirit within us too. So just start off. And all we're going to do, we're going to flap our wings like a bird. So we're going to breathe in to the side and down. Breathing in. And then breathe out how the hands come down. Very simple, but still nonetheless a very powerful form. Another one reminds us of the yin and yang. As geese do the migration in spring to avoid the heat of the summer, and another one in autumn to avoid the harshness of the winter. So in Qigong, they seem very much to remind us to have that balance between the two. And again, if we do get distracted by thoughts, again, we just remind ourselves to put our attention on the movement, the breathing, and perhaps soaring like a goose in the sky. See if you can just notice every little movement you make with your hands, your fingers, perhaps a little movement of your toes as your knees are bending a little bit. Every little movement of the body. And again, we'll do a couple more. And again, we'll do another end there, and we'll do another gathering of chi. Nice deep breath in. And then back into emptiness stance. And we can reset the legs, have a drink if we need to. I'm just keeping an eye on the order of the forms because sometimes I get them, put them in the wrong way around. So this next one is also part of the sub-brigades, another popular sequence of forms. It's also in this one, this sequence. This is called, get the title right, alternating fist punches, or punching downwards into the earth. So this is a good one if you're ever angry or you feel you got some anger in your body, rather than taking it out on someone or out on yourself. You just practice this form to allow the anger to move through the body. So we're not going to harm ourselves, not going to harm anyone. We're just letting that energy go back. So we start off, we do a little loop to the top of the head. And as we bring it down, we're just going to go into this kind of position here where we're making a fist, but at the moment both are palm upwards, if you like. Take a breath in and go whichever side you want to go. And as you breathe out, we're just going to move slowly and punch downwards into the earth. Breathe in. And then breathe out as you make the punch down. Breathe in. Now that's all it is. Just see if you can allow any anger just to flow down and out of the body, back to the earth. So the other arm is just going back as you move forward with the other arm with the punching hand. Just going to swing back. And again, we're just keeping our attention on the movements. Just gently bring it back to the movement and the breathing. Perhaps imagine the anger leaving the body so we feel more peaceful. We'll do one more to each side. As the hands come up this time, we're just going to let them fall in front. And again, we're just doing nice sweeping above us. When you're set, back into emptiness stance. So this next one is called turning the flywheel. Flywheel. So we're going to imagine we're gripping a wheel with our hands. And as we go down, we grab the wheel, and then we just swing right above our heads. And then imagine we're still holding that wheel. So nice, gentle movement. So breathing in at this point, breathe in. and then out. Breathe in. And then breathe in. On a physical level, it's good for your back and your shoulders and your arms. And this time, next time you come to the bottom, we're just going to go back the other way. Again, if you feel like you've had enough, it's quite a strenuous form, this one. You can stop whenever, if it feels uncomfortable. We'll do one more big turn. This time we get to the top, and then we'll allow our hands just to come down. Then we're going to go into a slight variation of emptiness stances. Rather than pointing our fingers downwards, we're going to allow our palms to be facing the floor. Let's see if we can just ground ourselves a little bit. See if you can imagine your hands are actually touching the floor. There's no distance between the floor and your hands. Perhaps the palm of your hands are tingling as you sense this energy, sense the chi, sense the earth, which is one of the elements of Qigong, the earth. Again, just going to allow hands just to go back into the ordinary emptiness stance. Fingers pointing downwards now. And then we can reset the legs, have a drink. So this next one, so there's two more left of the Shibashi. This one's actually called bouncing ball. But I quite often think of it more as like a puppet master. So what we're going to do here, I'll give you a quick demonstration. We're going to imagine we're dragging our legs up. Our right hand drags the right knee up, and you're going to push it back in place. And we just alternate to the left-hand side. So we go right, allowing the knee to come up and push the knee down. Same with the left. Don't worry if you might wobble a little bit at some point. This is really good for physical balance. Also is good to have with emotions being balanced, so you respond evenly to our situations in our lives. We don't overreact or underreact. It's just that lovely balance and energy. Do 2 more to each side. Go back into emptiness stance. Again, have a break. And we do the last one, which we have done a few times already. This is gathering chi, or just checking. Closing form for peaceful chi is one another name for it. So we've done this a few times before, but this is a form in its own right. So all we're going to do here is breathe in of our heads, then out. I'm going to do 9 of these. That's the first one. Number 3. Number 4. Breathing in for number 5. Breathe in. Nice deep breaths. Last one. Back into emptiness stance. Take another breath. And then release and relax. Thank you for joining me in practicing Qigong. I hope you enjoyed it.